Testing. Testing. Alright. A bit of delay here. I was hoping like 12:20 to 12:20 to 12:30 I was hoping. But I had some issues. 12:30 at the latest, so yeah. It's not that much earlier than the original start time. I got stuff to do, so hopefully these two games go quick. Alright, here we go. Preseason. Here we go. Sit back and enjoy this one. Glad to have you tuning in. Here we go. Hello and welcome to downtown Atlanta, home of the Atlanta Freight Train Costco Center as they take on the New Orleans Crusaders. Glad to have you back with us. There we go, some Atlanta Freight Train hockey against the New Orleans Crusaders, some preseason action. And we shot there in a glove save, Jacob Markstrom. So it's over the whistle. We don't have a center ice logo. Gotta fix that. And they have the wrong color helmets. Great. So, preseason for a reason. Shot there. Broken stick. Here's Brady McNabb. Able to go over the blue line for the New Orleans Crusaders. Moving on in. Right there with a shot and a goal save. Chris Dreger. Rossi facing Austin Matthews. Face off 1, Owen Power. I'm going to feed Alex Tuck over the blue line for the Atlanta Freight Train. There's an empty net for Atlanta. We're going to have a 5-on-3 for the Freight Train. I'm not going to complain one bit. Marco Rossi. How about that? That's a good way to start. So 2 New Orleans Crusaders in the box. After last season, how it ended, a heartbreaking loss in game 1. How about this? Ogren facing Thomas Nosek, face off 1. Chris Letang back on the near side. Gets it out to the neutral zone on the 5-on-3. Great chance for Atlanta to score. Hold on, I wait till the face off. Goes all the way down the ice. Here. I gotta fix something real quick. Got to turn off the goal horn. I don't know what the goal horn sounds like. I have customized goal horn. There. Let's get this right back underway. So, alright. So here's Ogren over his own blue line for the Atlanta Freight Train. There some hiccups. No Cates able to move on in with Ogren with a shot there to save Murray. No Gates again. Tried to put one on goal, didn't work. Another shot turned aside. Ogren down low. Back up high off the boards. Adam Fantilli. Victor Arvidsson. He shoots. He scores! Victor Arvidsson. 1-0 Atlanta. They capitalize on the 5-on-3 just like that. Good passing in front. Moving the puck around. And the lucky chance there is not exactly the best open lane there. Well, he's able to find the room, gets the puck over the shoulder. Another New Orleans goal center, and it's in the back of the net. And it's 1-0 Freight Train. How about that? Face off able to be won for the Atlanta Freight Train. They're going to move on in. Still a 5-on-4 with 50 seconds remaining. P. Ringbull short-handed, able to cross in with Andrew for the shot. Oh, what a save off the iron! How about that for Chris Dreger? There's Brad over the line, able to move on in. Down low with a shot. Block. Here's Victor Metzek. Forsling takes it away. Here comes Jesper Bratt. each other. Score! Austin Matthews! From Alex Tuck and the Freight Train. Have a 2-0 lead. I'm a surprise. Tuck Matthews. I didn't think he was going to be able to pull that off. What a goal from Austin Matthews. Are you kidding? Look at just the angle is so tight on that shot. Gets it not only past the defender, gets it past Markstrom, far side. And it's 2-0 Atlanta just like that. What has started this preseason? Hopefully the regular season looks just like this. There's Neil Songlander moving on in and he scores. And New Orleans Crusaders answer right back. So just like that. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Just like that. So some really bad defense from Atlanta on the other end, and it goes in. Face off able to be won. Here's Dale Soaklander over the line. Nice pass over to Nino. The shot there saved. There's John Marino. Able to get out to Dale Cates. Nino Ryder took it back. No Jolson over to Neil Soaklander. Nino Niederreiter able to find the Oscar Sundquist with a shot. That one turned aside for far boards. Here's a bit of a battle there. John Marino. Now to Curtis Lazar. Noah Cates. Finds Nicholas Obey-Cobell with a shot. Nice save. And he goes puck behind the Atlanta goal. And that one's dumped down the ice. So here's Marco Rossi. Able to move on in. Right to the net with a shot to save. Chris Rager. So, Freight Train leading 2-1 here in the first period. Here's Chris Letang. Oh, a nice hit. Puck is down low. Owen Power able to find Gustav Forsling. That one dished across over to Alex Tuck. Moving on in through center. Right, cuts to the middle of the Freight Train with a shot. That one to the far side. Nice save just for Brett. Over Owen Power. Shoots. Score! Off the iron and in. 3-1 Atlanta. Matthews has got two. They're in this preseason matchup. Are you kidding me? What a shot from Matthews from right at the top of the zone. Look at that. A long range. And it finds the open net. Goes right on in. 3-1 Atlanta. Matthews, he's got two. Alright, so here's Zach Hyman. Glad to have you. First game of a doubleheader. After this, we're going to be covering the Alaska Aces. And who is it? I don't remember. Rossi able to find Seth Jarvis. With a loose puck. Owen Bauer able to move on in, finding Alex Tuck to the front with a shot. That one blocked away. Tuck down over to Austin Matthews. He's got 2 goals here in this first period. Over to Owen Power. And over to Jack Guy. To the front with a shot save. Markstrom, and he holds on for the whistle. Face off able to be on Braden McNabb. There's Alex Tuck able to move over the line. For the freight train, they lead 3-1. Matthews was on the shot, was blocked, taken away by Thomas Nosek for the New Orleans Crusaders. Here's TJ Oshie able to move on in. Finding Pierre Engvall with a shot over top of the goal. Skipped up Jesper Bratt. Atlanta Freight Train last season. They looked promising, and then in that first round, it fell apart. Really good save there by Chris Treacher early on in the game. So the Atlanta Freight Train really good here in this game. The last case is in Vancouver. That is the second game of this doubleheader. Glad to have you tuning in. 3-1 Atlanta, face-off 1. J.J. Moser for the Freight Train, able to find Victor Arvidsson over the red line, able to cut, trying to find some open space. Unable to with a shot on goal, scooped up by Chris Letang, back on the far side. As it just went across to Hoslander, finds Niederreiter. Niederreiter moving on in. Trying to hand it off, wasn't able to do so. Freight Train able to go across ice, J.J. Moser. Niederreiter over to Noah Juleson. He's struggling to find a shooting lane, and just a weak floater towards Treacher for the easy save. So after this, we'll have the last case is hosting the Vancouver Vikings. Elias Lindholm off the draw, J.J. Moser for the Freight Train. Victor Arvidsson backs up to it, out along the wall. No Songwanger is there. Songquist for the front, and nice good stop. This New Orleans team. Battling it across, near Pie over to Sundquist. Shot there to save, Chris Treacher. So, this team was originally what this team was. This Atlanta team. They were my French. They were a team I made up. I was going to the bathroom one day, and I thought, what if I had a franchise team called the Atlanta Freight Train? And then I did it. I remember if I got them to win a Stanley Cup. I don't think I got them to a Stanley Cup final one year, but that was about it. And then I was like, then when I had the idea for the custom league, I was like, this team's gonna be in it. And here we are. And they are the team in the league that I do cheer for, as you can tell. So a lot of plays just happened. There was a big hit while I was yapping. It's very chill. Not much going on. Well, actually, there is a lot going on for our preseason game. 2 goals for Austin Matthews. Face-off able to be won by the New Orleans Crusaders. Oh, what I said! No Wilson. Freight Train able to get it back. Sammy Blay. Down in the corner. J.J. Moser. Down by the net, John Marino. Oh, a player is slow to get up for the Atlanta Freight Train. Hope he's okay. Sammy Blay. Slap shot out, nice stop. Jacob Markstrom. Zian's whistle. Ryan Murray. Off that draw. Oh, look at that hit. He might have been slow. Oh yeah, he was slow to get up. He's on the bench. Getting hurt in the preseason might be the worst thing that can possibly happen to you. Well, with this works, it might not actually, it probably won't actually matter, because these are just the play-nows. But they're preseason games, that's what they are. Getting hurt in the preseason is the worst thing that could happen to you. Worst thing that could happen to you. Also with a shot, Rossi, nice save, Chris Streeter, and he is able to hold on for the whistle. So we are going to, for the next puck drop, we're going to go check on, okay, yeah, I haven't operated this stuff for a while. know somebody. Oh yeah, he was the one I was looking at, so let's get up. Yeah, he's fine. But then this guy, the guy they showed, was Mackenzie Entwistle. He's not okay, so. But that really does suck, getting hurt in the preseason, like, yikes. Definitely not the worst thing you can go through. That shot hit point of the net, that one around to the near side boards. Bit of a battle there, skipped up by Zach Hyman over to Brady McNabb. Oh, what a shot block! Sacrificing the body. One thing I'm cautioning with that is it's preseason. It's preseason. I don't care how cool it looks. It's preseason. Shot there, nice save. The fans are excited. Well, if you can actually have like preseason games, the attendance is not going to look like this, of course. Ford's lining over to Power. Shot there in a save. Jacob Markstrom. He was able to hold it on for the whistle. Probably need to talk a bit louder, too. One thing I noticed in my baseball. Baseball, I do have an issue. I run out of words to say. Maybe just because the game is so structured. Lumberjack guy drops it off to there with a shot at the point. That one turned aside, skipped up by Crystal Tim. Able to get over the red line to the neutral zone. Enters the Atlanta end. Atlanta with a shot to the edge, reach at the stop, and he holds on with 2:24 remaining in the first. We're almost done with the first period. We got 5 more. It's a doubleheader. Here's Lumberjack on the face-off there and back to the near boards. Victor Arvidsson over the blue line, and it goes all the way down the ice. Scooped up by Crystal Tang. He bounces off the wall over to Oscar Sundquist. That one grabbed by Lindholm at center. And on for the freight train, which, after this game is done, I'm going to fix their helmets and their gloves, which is they're red for some reason. Good hits by the freight train. One behind the goal, need a runner in the corner, back up high over to Brady McNabb. Scooped up by the freight train here. They come out to the neutral zone. No, over the blue line. Find him in Obey Cabell. Pass. Oh, nice save. Good stop by the New Orleans goaltender. Shot there. Score! Noah Cates puts one through, and it's 4-1 Atlanta here in the first. A nice, really good pass. Cates, he happens to be just right there. The perfect pass. And good. There's no time, gets in the back of the net, and it's 4-1, just like that. Real nice play there. So Jarvis able to find and power it through with Obey Kubel. Over to Curtis Lazar on the near boards. Shot that one off the wall. Pushed to the far side. Top shot, and with 1 seconds that goes out of play. So the Atlanta for a turn. I mean, these are really strong first impressions. 4-1 lead in the first period of your. How about that? So that'll do it for period 1. 2 goals for Austin Matthews, and 2 goals from the rest of the freight train. 4-1 Atlanta going to the second. How about that? Atlanta doing really good here to start off. Really, that's what you love to see. You love to see it. 16 shots each team. A little bit more. Atlanta is doing. They are playing like there's no. I mean, this is how they should. This is what I want to see. They look good, and things are clicking. New Orleans, not so much. It's Atlanta. They just took them with it last year, and they've improved it. That's all I got. Yeah, I'm eating some popcorn. You might hear some crunching. Sorry about that. Enjoy period 2. Here we go, period 2. Freight train and the Crusaders. They're downtown Atlanta. Matthews is going to take the draw. against Barker. Rousey able to win the draw for the Crusaders. Rollins able to enter the zone. Rousey on the backhand. Nice pass, Letang. Shoot off to Zach Hyman. And when I sit there, Seth Jarvis. Shot there, no save. Drieger. Braden McNabb over to Alex Tuck finding Gustav Forsling. Back with a shot to the net. Marks from the easy save, and he holds on. On the face-off draw, Brady McNabb back behind the net. Delaying the land a penalty. If you're taking penalties, man. McNabb able to go over the line, finding. We'll have a penalty on the way. To, who is it? Austin Matthews. What was... Okay. So girls from the Lamar taking the draw shorthanded and going to the power play. J.J. Moser battling the corner. Freight Train's up by 3. They've looked good up to this point. I think they can do it, but we will if they can get out of this without giving anything up. Sundquist over to Hoglander. Hoglander moving on in with a shot over top of the goal. Nice went home on that penalty kill line for Atlanta. Face off able to be won. Where's the puck? Drieger's got it. John Marino battling in the quarter behind the goal. Seth Jarvis. Looking for that passing lane. Good job of on the penalty kill. So it goes out to center. All the way down the ice. Offside warning. Mistake possible. Went home to the net with a shot and a save. Some good white cheddar popcorn. I feel like this would be a good stadium snack. Some smart food white cheddar popcorn. Really good. Save there, Chris Krieger, but they always offer their own popcorn, so then you. I mean, stadium popcorn's good. Just they do give you a little too much. I will admit that. Clear it out to center ice down right on the red line, and goal able to take it back for New Orleans. Able to cut across in, finding Hoglander. Good pass out in front, shot there, good save, Drieger. This year they got like a 3 goaltender system. It's one of the best goaltending systems in the league. You got Chris Drieger, you got Emilio Duran. And then and then you have Dan Vladar, I believe. I mean, there's no standout, but they're all really good names. Say there, Chris Drieger. On any given night, you're bound to get some good results. Through a 72-game season. Alex Tuck over the line. Oh, he's into the bench! He went into the bench! Alex Tuck went into the bench. Battle there, J.J. Moser. There's Murray. Oscar Sundquist. J.J. Moser able to take it back. Over to John Marino. Jesper Bratt. Matthews, slap shot and a save. I really shouldn't be trying to get popcorn out of this pass. Coming over to Jarvis with a shot turned aside. Jarvis, another chance at front, but Drieger tells him Yeah, you're not getting that. 12:54 remaining in the second period. Just a little over 7 minutes gone by. Numbers back trying to find Curtis Lazar. Atlanta. Jarvis, oh, here he goes. The net. And here's Zach Hyman again. PJ Ocean SA, Chris Rader. One power to find Gustav Forsling. Over to Oakland with a shot turn inside there. Letang, McKenzie, Entwistle. Liam Ogren. Over to Owen Power, down low over to Sammy Blay. Entwistle unable to make it happen. Look to the near side. Entwistle got it back. No second to that. There's Liam Ogren. For Atlanta over to Sammy Blay. Gustav Forsling. Roddy McNabb. Chris Letang. Another hit. A lot of hits in this game. Arvidsson to the net. And a save there. Down low. Battle in the corner. Fantilli on the back end. He scores! What a move! Adam Fantilli! Are you kidding me? So Adam Fantilli takes the pass, back in, forehand, and he sneaks it through like the SIHL, I believe. That's what it looks like. Highlight reel goal in a preseason game. It's a preseason game. No Jolson over to Seth Jarvis. 5-shot set there. Under the net and a save. Here's Elias Lindholm. Rossi. And the Crusaders pressing on the backhand. Shot there, save it. Fantilli got in the corner for Atlanta over to Elias Lindholm. Grime and Marco Rossi over the line. Passes over to Seth Jarvis. So Adam Fantilli able to find Lindholm finds Arvidsson. So here's Neil Southlander. It's in the net, score! Second, Neil Southlander has both goals for the New Orleans Crusaders. So that finds its way into the back of the net. Pretty sure you should have had that, most likely. Let me see it again. Oh, he's got it? But he doesn't. We had all that time, and then he just let it go past you. Here's Oscar Sundquist over to John Marina. Back to the net and a save, Jacob Markstrom. Takes off on by the New Orleans Crusaders. Back to the near side it goes. Lasang. And a good cycle out of the zone for the Crusaders. Oaklander is there with a shot and a save for the glove by Chris Strager. Off to the round, John Marino behind the goal for the freight train. Atlanta leading 5-2. Jesper Rad over the line. Freight train battle down low. Over there, Alex Tuck on the backhand save. Chris Lasang back on the near wall, finding Hudson Fashing. Walker tripped up. Penalty on the way. So J.J. Moser going to the box. The call is tripping. Ready McNabb today. Oh, save on the far side. Bit of a battle there. Noah Cates. Justin Barron. The net with a save. Markstrom finding Pierre Engel. Zach Hyman over the line. Rossi shot there to save. Seth Jarvis. Engel able to keep it in. Rossi right to the front, and he's denied. Rossi battling there for New Orleans. Down low behind the goal, Zach Hyman. Try to find Drigger on the side. Unable to do so. 3:14 to go here in period 2. So, minute to go on the New Orleans power play. Seth Jarvis to the another shot. And so. So, Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Marco Rossi at the face-off. Owen Power to the draw. Face-off. Owen over to Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Looked away to the far side, it goes Seth Jarvis. Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Freddie McNabb back at the near wall, Marco Rossi. And over the right line to center. Zach Hyman. Seth Jarvis. He shoots, glove save. Chris Strager. On the face off McKenzie and Twistle. For Atlanta, which I think I'm mistaken for being on New Orleans. It could be a duplication mistake. Oh, and Twistle took a back hit. Also over there, Oscar Sundquist. Here's TJ Oshie. The Crusaders, look at that. In space, Oaklander shoots and a glove saves. Forsling able to scoop it up. Renome over to Victor Arvidsson. John Marino. Glove save, Markstrom. Renome facing Sundquist off the face-off draw. J.J. Moser. Down low. Brandon McNabb. Finding nice Oakland over to Crystal Ting. Able to get over to Nino Niederreiter. Niederreiter with a shot and a glove save. Drager as he holds on with 24 seconds remaining in the second. Out the door, Brady McNabb able to go a slap shot. Drager to the save, and he holds on for the whistle. .7 remaining in the second period. Austin Matthews facing Oscar Sundquist. New Orleans Crusaders. Oh, a big hit! They never really had a pro hockey at all. And then we do have a team in this leg. Here's Sunquist over the red line, able to move on in, and that's going to end the period. So, 40 minutes to the books. 5-2 Freight Train. New Orleans with some good looks, too. Freight Train lead 5-2. We're going to the third after the second intermission. So, Atlanta looking really good for themselves. The one thing is they had less shot opportunities, less position in the second than they did in the first. And New Orleans had more. They had more of a lot of things, as you can see. The thing Atlanta is doing better on is the face-offs. Just want to see that on that. I don't see any duplicates. We're checking for duplicates. That's why I was checking. Trying to fix that stuff now. Well, I will fix the Freight Train uniforms because the red helmet. The red helmets that's a mistake. So the Atlanta Freight Train landed 5-2. They're doing really good for themselves. Enjoy period 3. Final 20 minutes remaining. Of game 1 of this doubleheader. Off the draw, Brady McNabb, the face-off win, able to get out. Oh, and Power took it away, though, for Atlanta. Zach got in there. Oh, good pass over to Chris Letang. Down low set, Jarvis Letang with a shot and a save. Chris Drigger. So, Austin Matthews facing Marco Rossi. Over to Brad, over the blue line. Able to move on in with a shot and a save. Back of the near boards. This will take down low, back of the near side. Seth Jarvis, Austin Matthews. Matthews picks it up right in front of that, but he's unable to get a shot away. The Freight Train really good cycling there, which, last year the main struggle was the defense. That was their struggle last year. Shot their save, back on the near wall. And then a handoff. Whoa, did Alex Tuck fall asleep? Picking that up. The pass was right in front of him. You're going to get Owen a big hit there on the near side. Matthews in front with a shot. Niederreiter takes away a rebound. Here come the New Orleans Crusaders. The Freight Train haven't in this third period. They're struggling to hold on to the puck now. They had a really hot first period, and then now maybe they burned all their energy. Who knows? But they just. They started to look like a completely different team than we saw in the first 40 minutes of this game. See, they're struggling. Owens has it in the offensive zone. Able to hold on to it. With some speed. Nice pass. It's in the net. They score. Adam Fancilli. He's got, I believe that's his second goal in this hockey game. And assisted. Finally with this cut. Got the goal. Don't know how. Shot there, saved to the net. Atlanta leading 6-2 in this game. Atlanta, they got a big lead. Hold on. Add more, whatever you gotta do. Hold on to that big lead. It's just preseason. The thing is, the game doesn't even matter. It's just preseason. Go ahead and practice that skill now. They have an opportunity to practice it. And then the goal is to see how do they do. Oh, shoot right to the front there. Kept in by Engvall. Atlanta strong to get it out of the zone. First streaker. And if it, like when after during a preseason, trying to find those weaknesses and then adjust your lineup to the best of your ability so that you can identify those weaknesses. Not only identify the weaknesses, but lessen the effects of those weaknesses, if that makes any sense. Right now, it seems like holding out of the puck's their biggest weakness. I mean, they can have great flashes of excellence, but then they can't hold the puck for long stretches very well. Rossi over the line for New Orleans. Oh, nice D to the front. There's a lot of bodies in the way. Couldn't really tell what happened there. Here's Lazar over the line. Remember, I'm seeing the exact same feed you're seeing. So, I don't know if that changes it. Jarvis able to move on in right to the edge. Reach at the save, but he holds off at a whistle. Face off win by Justin Barron, able to pass through just for Bratt. Bratt is pinned against the wall, but not lost the puck, but he's able to get it back, holding on. Nice pass to Xhaka with a ripper and a save. Right down low, Matthews to the net. It's a net, they score! Another one put home by Alex Tuck, and it's 7-2. That was really good at the front of the net. And a flying opportunity, and then they just find a way to get that puck in the back of the net. Really good positioning by Alex Tuck in the front of the net there. Austin Matthews the pass, finding it first, he had to find the open lane. See that Alex Tuck was, and see that Tuck was there to pass to. And then within the split second, it was alright, is this a good pass? And well, he made the right decision, as it's 7-2 Atlanta. Just for Bratt. Half a period to go. Yeah, we still got half a period to go, folks. Very fast-paced hockey, a lot of body checking. You don't need to run over the line, lost it. Oh. Remember Xhaka. May adjust some things, just to temper the business a little bit. So here comes Oscar Sundqvist for the New Orleans Crusaders. Next over to Victor Arvidsson, finding Adam Fantilli. Also Brady McNabb able to get over to Neil Soglander. Sundqvist down to Hoglander, finding Brady McNabb up high, you don't need a rider. Sundqvist, he shoots and a save, back of the narrow boards. Unable to pick it up, Victor Arvidsson. Long lead pass, Adam Fantilli on the 2-on-1. Fantilli, shoot, save, rebound. Justin Tokarski, going to Rollins, able to shut it down. 7:20 remaining. Minus holding on to the lead. There's letting the defense hog time in the offense is only without really being able to do anything. I've never seen an NHL team try to do that. They just let the other team waste a ton of time. Oh, you do that on a penalty kill when you clear it out, and then you wait, let them waste all the time in the man advantage is trying to get the puck, which is hard to do that in regular even strength play, just because if you can't clear down the ice because it's an icing, so therefore you have to get them to run around aimlessly when you just keep shutting the door. You have to play in with defense. Nicholas Obey-Kubel. You gotta play really good defense. Right to the front of the net. Tokarski able to make the save there. Defense looked better than last year. Just in this game alone. Obviously, exactly what you see will change game to game. So, Noah Gilson able to find TJ Oshie. Pass though. bit of a battle for it, just for Brent. Matthews over the line, able to cut across in. The pass on power, Freight Train. What are you doing? Just for Brent, he was looking the other way. Oh, he was looking at the bench. Looking for a line change. And I presume the coach is going, hey, what are you doing? Look at the play. There's a time and a place for line changes. The offensive zone is not the time for a line change. Yeah, definitely was some. It seems weird because they're getting a lot of the, like, really cool looking stuff down, but at points they do miss basics. Because I see guys not reading passes. I see guys worrying about a line change over the game itself. When there's very reason to be focused on the game and not whether or not you get another extra minute of ice time or not. It doesn't really matter how much ice time you're not gonna worry about. Don't worry about your ice time until you know the other team gets a chance to get out of your zone. We'll get out of their zone. Down less than 2 minutes to go. Zach Hyman over his own blue line. No adjusting is there. And we're only trying to change lines. Just for Brett in the final minute 15. Dumps into the zone. Big love for the Atlanta Freight Train. The upcoming game will be the Alaska Aces hosting the Vancouver Vikings on an early Monday afternoon, late morning / early afternoon. 44 seconds. Let's go try and get another one in. Oh no, I'm doing that. We got a hat trick in a preseason game, but Matthews for that save there, down at 34. So puts up the line, finding Doubleheader. Fourth line, down to 26 seconds. Oh, a big hit. Taylor doing that with a shot there and a save. Down to 16. Penalty on the way. Going to who? Hudson Fashion. Yeah, a late hit there. And it was against the board, so charging. And he didn't slow down. When you run from that far up, you gotta slow down to make the hit. Otherwise it's gonna be called charging. Down in the final 15. So the rest of the period, Freight Train on the man advantage, but that's the reason to wind down time. Down in the final 10. Down in the final 6 seconds. And the Freight Train will take this one 7-2. So the Freight Train's gonna win it. Go straight to the win. Freight Train win. This Freight Train win 7-2. Over the Maryland Crusaders, who they lost to in round 1 in the first SIHL season. No time to go, so I'll see you in the next one. Good afternoon. If you're doing it out, good afternoon, but I'd rather you not. The game 2 is coming up next. Alaska Aces and the Vancouver Vikings. So stick around. So we're done with that game. Freight Train win at 7-2. What time we got? 1:31 Eastern. So 1:31. Yeah, I should be good. Let's just get it out of the way. Get her out of the way. It's a hunt. It's simple. Oh, yep. I knew it. For Atlanta, we didn't even do it. Huh. We didn't even do it. Oh, that's funny. There we go. Yeah, we're not done. I don't know why there wasn't a logo at Sunrise. That's weird. That's weird. That's really weird. That's really weird. So yeah, we're... Alright, so we're gonna get the doubleheader underway. I'm gonna check that again later. That's weird. Why was there no Center Ice logo? So the Alaska Aces and the Vancouver Vikings. So add the horn back. Let's get this baby underway. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Alaska Aces and the Vancouver Vikings. Sit back and enjoy this one. Hello and welcome to Sullivan Arena, home of the Alaska Aces, as they take on the Vancouver Vikings for Game 2 of this doubleheader on a Monday afternoon. Phil Larkin facing Guinea Malkin. Larkin's drive one underway. Matt off the face-off. He was picked up by Quentin Byfield. Move it over the line down low. Oh, nice pass to Larkin. Over to Quentin Byfield, right off the post. Good. Patrick Kane around the goal, back on the near side boards. The Alaska Aces. Atlanta hockey back in Alaska. Alaska Aces won the Grove Cup. Oh, what a hit there. Back on their boards. So they're able to scoop it up. Good pass over to Dylan Larkin, finding finding Patrick Kane. Quentin Byfield was there with a shot. And this rebound, couldn't get it through. Byfield, Larkin, score! Larkin puts one through and the Aces on the board. 1-0. Really good passing by the Alaska Aces in the first minute of this hockey game. And they take a 1-0 lead just like that. Really good passing here to start off. They were firing on all cylinders. So how you start off a game, and again, the proof that they can get that to work, just like last year. Now the face-off draw, here's Kirby Doc. Alaska Aces were the champions, they won the Grove Cup last year, right after last season. Look at the net there, down on that double over to Kirby Doc. Bit of a battle there. Larkin is there. Kane. Kirby Doc as well. Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes strolling on in. Lafreniere. Try to get one on goal to the net. Turn aside. Quentin Byfield for the Aces. Through Broadway. Byfield shoots in the side. Down low Byfield. Duchesne. One-timer off the mask for the goaltender. Here's Michael Bunting. Capo. Down low in the corner, going to be behind the net for the Vancouver Vikings. Five shot. Oh, nice save. Peter Mrazek. That's the odd thing. Alaska doesn't have the greatest goaltending. And they were still able to win. Still able to win the Euro Cup in the first SIHL season. Bit of a battle there. Jordan Marknook. Over the red line for the Aces, moving on in. Right to the front, shot there, turn aside. Right beside that, Aces lead 1-0, 5 minutes into period 1. Shot there inside, Aces originally left they were joined the East Coast Hockey League back in like the 80s. It was like 19, and they were the. Oh gosh, well. I think they went by a slightly different name. They were the Anchorage Aces. And eventually they just became the Alaska Aces in like 2001 or something. I believe they won a championship in like 2014, I believe they did. The Alaska Aces, and then they left like in like 2018 they left. 2017 or 2018 they left. They played the final game. And now they're the Maine Mariners. So they brought them back, and in the first year they win the championship. Under the 70 holds on for the Whistle. Shot there to the net. There's Johnny Harris, Christian Dvorak able to get over to Alex Lafreniere. LaFerriere. Dave LaFerriere and Lafreniere. Let's see Zadorov. Right on in, Marcos Candelo. LaFerriere is there. Scooped up by Larkin. Harris is there. Christian Dvorak for the Vancouver Vikings. Here's Dallermott. Top of the circle. And a shot off the blocker of Peter Mrazek. This Alaska Aces team has been kept intact. As of last year, Byfield, Kane, shot, Harris, Zach McEwen, John Larkin. Nice over there to Quentin Byfield. Bit of a battle there. Sherla, able to find Byfield once more. There's Quinn Hughes. Matt Dumbo has it for the Vikings. Gregory Denisenko. Now Zach McEwen. Oh, here's Quinn Hughes. Oh, to the net! There's a fight goal and he scores! Quinn Hughes, and it's 1-0. And the game's tied at 1. Vikings on the board. So, as Hughes, he's looking for the option. Maybe he just wrist ones, and he goes 5-hole. He gets. Wait, no, that didn't even go. He was aiming 5-hole. That I don't think. I can't tell if I went 5-hole or not, but either way, it's in the back of the net, and the game's tied at 1. After all, here's Kirby Doc for the Vikings. Here's Jacob Trouba. Frank Petrano for the Alaska Aces, able to rip one save. Petrano down low behind the goal. Nathan Kadri. Trouba, nice hit. Quinn Hughes is there as well. Good one over Kirby Doc. Gonna move on in. Shot there to the right and save there. Amazing Kadri over to Matt Duchesne, finding York. Matt Duchesne. Shot and gloved by Jay Cottinger, and he holds on for the whistle. Ice Cub. Good mascot. Look at her Oliver Shillington. The penalty on the way to Matthew Phillips for the Alaska Aces. Dave Faber on the face-off. Oliver Shillington is there. Gasperi Kampanen. And down low it goes, all the way down the ice. Van Dumbo, a bit of a battle there. Michael Bunting over to Christian Dvorak, over the red line, able to move on in. Dvorak the pass, Capo Caco. The shot there saved, Nikita Zadorov is there as well. Able to play that down, and gloved it by Matt Dumbo. Oliver Shillington over to Christian Dvorak. Plays on able to be one. There's Kunin. Off in there. Over to Kirby Dock. There's some casualty for the Alaska Aces. Bravo the shot there and a save. The Horvat is there. Alright, Nikita Zadorov, I'm gonna go lazy with the broadcasting. That one cleared all the way down the ice. It'll go. 5 seconds ticking off the Vikings power play. Cornelius feeds it like let's see off from there. Phillips Carlson on the goal for the zone end. 3:38 to go in period 1. Actually less than that. Byfield sideline there. Trying to find that. Try to move over, but there was no room. Byfield gets out of one with 3:11 to go in the first period. Martinez to the net with a shot there and a save. Patrick Kane over to Larkin. Just across to the net and a save. Jake Ottinger, he holds off for the whistle. So the Vancouver Vikings last year, I mean, they were eliminated by the Alaska Aces, so there's some. You can go back and watch the series. It's on the channel. I'm wrong, you can watch it. Shot there in the side. You can watch the highlights. Cover the games too if you look far enough. Look far enough back. You can cast all the baseball. The National Baseball League, which is finished in July. It's supposed to be done in like December, but it just didn't happen. Most of I'm actually playing baseball. Which, I got a gig out of it, so I ain't complaining. Skyler Mott moving it right on in with a shot there and a save. And hold on to for the whistle. Alec Martinez. Picked up by Dylan Larkin, passed over there to Quentin Byfield. Not over to Christian Dvorak there, gonna move on in. Ransom, then shot back to net on the near side. And we will have a Vikings power play coming on the way. Another penalty, this time to Quentin Byfield. Byfield. A trip. Yeah. We're gonna call that tripping. I think now those names they do tend to call almost everything tripping. Go Horvat. Walking with a shot on the side. Back over to Walker in the air. Cornelius there. Shot there. A save. Scooped up by Bjork. Jacob Tribos there, and that's going to do it for period 1. Period 1 in the books. Game 10-1. Here in Alaska. So the Alaska Aces. Really good first period by both teams, actually. It was like even Steven. Back and forth. We got a lot of back and forth. Like what I'm seeing. And we'll see how this goes. Enjoy period 2. So game 10-1, period 2 in this preseason matchup of the Alaska Aces and the Vancouver Vikings. Face off able to be won. Kirby off over the line, able to cut across in. Nothing able to shot toward to solve that. Peter Mrazek. Nice handoff when he was there. That shot. Saving it when up high, but back down it wins. Or I'll be able to fork it out. And Bill Horvath has it in his own end. Oh, nice pass. Kirby out with the ball. Cross-ice pass to Malkin. Nikita Zadorov. Clear, but it's knocked down by Kirby Dock. This Vancouver Vikings team. Showing some fight back. Here's a catcher with Locona into the net. Save, rebound, score! 2-1 Alaska, Nathan Kadri. Great passing on a 2-on-1. The Aces have the lead. Good passing. Shot. And then the rebound. Gets him on the rebound there. Really good passing. Really good skating up the ice. Shot. Save. And then the rebound. He puts it home and it's 2-1 Aces. Arthur York able to dump it in. Goes it all the way down the ice. Scooped up by Matt Dumbo. Christopher Dvorak able to get over to Michael Bunting. Over the goal line, moving on in. Eventually able to rip one in the save, and he holds on for the whistle. Matthew Shane facing Bo Horvath. And the face-off dot. Able to be one, but I am showing so I'm going to rip one. Oh, nice save, and close it. Last case is offensively, they look really solid. Both teams look even Steven. I won't be surprised if these guys face each other in the playoffs again this season. Hello, Captain Ray. Back in, rebound, good shot. Other side, the line for the Aces, probably at least their top 2 lines, maybe even their top 3 lines are gelling super well together. Cause almost seamless. Like you can't tell the play doesn't. They don't want to come in. You know, it's very same style. They all. It's a system. And they're executing that system pretty well. Here's Calamani able to move on in. Lasso Larkin able to take it back, going over the red line with some speed. Finding Patrick Kane. Larkin with a shot there. Shillington able to take it back. Here's Skylar Mott for the Vikings. 4.5 minutes gone by. Oh, nice save! No rebound! So, season starts on, not tomorrow, but it starts on Wednesday. Schedule, at least for now, is the new expansion team, the Rhode Island Steamboats, and the New York Eagles in Rhode Island, in Providence. Erica Branson, out to Kirby Dock. Lafreniere. Scooped up by Nikita Zadorov. Getting Jordan Martin for the Aces. Top of the circle. Unable to get a good shot when he whips. Gets a weak shot on goal. Welcome to say. 20 shots apiece for both teams. Not a crazy amount of shots for this game. 20 shots each shot. I've seen games that are like, oh, we still do have half the game to play. So maybe there's more shots than I think there is. Let's go another line. Over there. Here come the Vancouver Vikings with the Whites. Jump into the zone, goes in deep. And Carlson. He's all the way over to Kunin. Jumped in there, gonna go in deep. Here's Kerberdock. Gonna use good pass, Matt Dumba. Shot there, saved back of the near boards. Shot there on the side, Peter Mrazek, and he was on for the whistle. Andy Shin and Bo Hart, the face-off win, Oliver Shillington. Good pass over there. Oh, and I say. Here's Matt Duchesne. Over the blue line, Michael Bunting. Capo Caco is there. Shot there to save, back of the net on the far boards. Oh, nice move. Mrazek the save, and he holds on. 9:41 to go in the second period. So we're over halfway through. Dylan Larkin facing Bo Horvat. Alaska Aces. One of the stories from last year is not just the Alaska Aces. I did not expect that like a team based in Alaska would win. Yeah, I gotta figure myself. Oh, I'll do that because it's cool. That's where the idea came from. I was like, that's really cool to do. All that stuff, these like small market stuff. Like, I think they would be like a small team, you know, like a Reds or something. For, you know, for a hockey example, Blue Jackets would be like that. No, they go in when the Gaudreau Cup. Shot there to the right, easy save. Okay, now when I set. Kenny Malkin, Quinn Hughes. Shot there in the save, Malkin. Another save, Peter Mrazek. And by field pass off the boards. Quinn Hughes back in, Malkin is there, he shoots to the save. Shot by the crowd, back up by Quinn Hughes, into the rep one save. Oh, he broke his stick. A piece of the stick is front of the net, and pieces of this, you know, the longer part, the handle is behind. Ref played it up. And we're gonna have another face-off to the right of Mrazek. 1-8-6 to the fight to go in the second period. Alex Martinez. He's the one who scored the game-winning goal. All those years ago, all the way back in 2014. Now, that was 12 years ago. With the LA Kings. You can find the clip on YouTube. It's like it's probably the loudest event. It's the loudest live event. Well, I shouldn't, because there's been louder non-hockey related events. The loudest like clip of any hockey game in person that I've ever seen. It was, the building when that goal in was so loud. I bet that thing was pushing 110 decibels. I bet it was. It was so loud. And he's on his Aces team. Jordan Martin look at the corner, battling there behind the net. On to Luke Kunin. There's Evgeny Malkin. Pitch for Penguin. Shot there, save Mrazek. But he's gonna there to the center soccer place to play some hockey. So we'll get body checking in this game. A really close battle, but in a preseason matchup, this will definitely be like it's perfect like rivalry. Then you also have Seattle. Three-way rivalry. That shot missed the net wide. Back on our boards. Seattle Stingrays. Shane off the post. Kadri sticks it back. Oh, nice set of the blocker back down low to Matt Duchesne. Good passing that shot wide of the net. Scooped up on Nathan Kadri. Kick to the side. Dante Fabro. A bit of a loose, wide open book. Alex LaFerriere. LaFerriere with it on the back end. Can't find much of the line there. Dante Fabro. Nathan Kadri. Moving on. Now play going to the Alaska Aces. Vikings penalty on the wing. To Christian Dvorak. Don't want to take the pace against Roy. This is one the face off of the power play. Slap shot for the point there. Save. Scooped up by Larkin. Shot there. Another save. Jake Ottinger. And he holds on. 2:21 remaining in the second. So most of the rest of the period too. It'll be like 30 seconds left by the end of it in the period. 150 go on the power play for the Alaska Aces. It's only 2-1. All the children spread down the ice. Scooped up by Quentin Byfield. Pass over there to Patrick Kane. Top of the circle. Nice feed, Dylan Larkin. On the backhand shot there and a goal save. Jake Ottinger, and he holds on for the whistle. Marcos Scandella over to Oliver Shillington, finding wall back on the near side. Holmes dumped into the zone to kill off some time with 1:15 on the Aces power play. Aces lead the game 2-1. 1:39 to go in the second. Larkin a bit of a battle there. Back on the near boards once again. Quentin Byfield against the wall. Finding William Carlson. And finds the hands of Quentin Byfield. He feeds it off to Kadri on the far side. Moving on in. Two defenders there. It's poked away, but Larkin comes in to scoop it up for Alaska. Kadri down low on the goal line. Trying to get right out in front, but it's poked away. Back out to center it goes. And there's less than a minute remaining in period 2. This is so with a 2-1 lead. 15 seconds on the power play for the Aces. Down to the final 8 seconds. Scantilla, and the Vikings going to be able to kill it off. Exactly half a minute remaining. Here's Kerbadock over the ball, unable to move on in. Dvorak couldn't get a shot on goal. Scooped up down to the final 10 seconds of period 2. Time winding down. This is going to end up with a 2-1 lead after 40 minutes of play. Final seconds ticking off. One more shot. Easy save with the blocker. Turned aside, and that's going to end period 2. Aces lead 2-1. Some big hits. Some crazy shots. A shot at the post. And a 2-on-1 breakaway that led to a rebound goal. Aces lead 2-1. Be right back for period 3 after this intermission. Aces lead 2-1. So 20 minutes remain. Aces lead 2-1. Pretty close game here. Aces they had more possession time. We're short-handed, but the Vikings handled it really well. We'll see how period 3 goes. Aces lead 2-1. Enjoy. 20 minutes remain in this doubleheader. Final 20 minutes of the doubleheader. Larkin taking the face up against Evgeny Malkin. Soraro fought for the arm. Kerbadock able to take it back, finding Alexei Lafreniere. Over to Evgeny Malkin. Slap shot. That one blocked. Scooped over Malkin right back out to the front. Zadorov took it back, finding William Carlson. Out to center is Patrick Kane. Over there, center. Quentin Byfield. No good pass, but it's intercepted. And it's intercepted again. Now the ace is going the other way. Dylan Larkin took it away by Matt Zumba. Good pass over there to Evgeny Malkin. Hold on. Alright, I had to answer the phone, so... So, yeah, so we gotta finish this game real quick. We only have a period to go, so let's get this right back underway. So we're right back to it, as here's Kirby Alco for the red line, able to move on in. Finding of getting Malkin there with a shot, that one toward the side, back on the near board, Kirby Doc. Back over there is Matt Dumba. And here's a shot, score! Oh, what a shot, Quinn! A bullet! Off the iron and in, and the game's tied at 2. So that was an absolute bullet. I would guess that's 95 miles an hour plus. That's why I don't want to be a goaltender. Like, ever. The game started too. Patrick Kane on that line. Aces won the draw. Top line out there for the Alaska Aces. Larkin, there's Nikita Zadorov. Never draw it off over to William Carlson. Well, here come the Alaska Aces. Able to move on into the zone. Patrick Kane over the blind. Able to cut across in. Nice pass there. Kadri, a shot. Save that one by the net goal. Here's Patrick Kane. Dumps it back across. Matt Duchesne. Shot there and a save. Lafreniere behind the goal. Matt Duchesne behind the net. And Kadri with a shot. Matt Dumbo's there over to Quinn Hughes. Just preseason. Regular season starts on Wednesday. Planned match currently is the Rhode Island Steamboats and the New York Eagles. Over to Nikita Zadorov. Blue line finding Frank Petrano. Shot there in the save. Jake Ottinger. I think it's like a 6:30 start time if I remember correctly. Could be a 4 o'clock start time. I don't remember. I can check though. So that game will start. So that game's. Yeah, 6:30. 6:30. It's gonna be double. My time may be adjusted. Shot there blocked, and we'll have a face-off. So Matt Duchesne going to the penalty box. The call gonna be like, what was it, tripping? Calls interference. Duchesne to the box. Vikings going to the power play. Nathan Kadri facing Christian Dvorak. 12:47. Boy won this. 12:45. That's when I think this started. Nathan Kadri over the red line, able to move on in, finding Okunin. Also there, back in the near boards. Christian Dvorak is there. Capo was one. As well from the Vikings as they get out of the zone. Busting over the line, top of the circle, going to move on in. Shot on the back end, in a save, and he holds on for the whistle. So glad to have this league going to be underway soon. Dylan Larkin facing Evgeny Malkin for the Vancouver Vikings. Bomber off the right, but cleared out for the Aces. Right along to the red line, Kirby Doc is there. Quinn Hughes as well. Brock McKinn. Oh, nice drop off. Dante Fabro. Kirby Doc. Out to Malkin for the Vikings. Go Horvat moving on in the back end. Quinn Hughes the drop off. He shoots for a save. Peter Mrazek. And he holds on for the whistle. Hawkins second the draw against Dylan Larkin. Face off one by the last case. Is Nikita Zadorov. That one's cleared out to center ice. Oh, nice jump by Kirby Doc to get hold of that for his club. And Dylan Larkin takes it back and they clear down the ice. 25 seconds on the man advantage for the Vancouver Vikings. Down the ice it goes. Quinn Hughes over to Evgeny Malkin. He's cornered there. Malkin a bit of a battle down low. Looking right out front with a shot turned aside. Stripped up Larkin again. He's got it back. On the back end. Lights back up by Fabro. Shot to the point. A save. Horvat back on the near side. 12:50 to go in the third period. Over to Patrick Kane. Drop off with a shot there. Game still tied at 2. Byfield down low in the corner. Larkin over to Martinez. Byfield that shot. You couldn't really get much doing there. Larkin behind the goal over to Alec Martinez again. By Jacob Truba able to rip one off the iron. Out it goes. Patrick Kane. Jacob Truba again. Over to Martinez. Shot. Score! Martinez! He puts one top shelf. And the Aces jump back in front. It's 3-2. How about that? Goes up high. And, I thought it went above his glove. No, he raised his glove a bit too early. And then the puck, yeah, he raised it too early. And he misses it, and the puck goes right into the net. This is late 3-2. Dvorak over the line, shooting in a glove save. Peter Mrazek, and he holds on for the whistle. Larkin and Christian Dvorak taking a face off. This is the week that the season officially gets underway. Next week, it really is going to wrap up. It's going Byfield able to move in over the red line, over the blue line on in. Byfield able to loose puck. Quinn Hughes is there over to Alex LaFerriere. Oh, what a hit! Christian Dvorak is there, going to move over the red line. Down on the corner, cross ice over to Patrick Kane, finding Jacob Truba. Truba on the far side, and try to go in the middle, didn't work. Shot there, blocked. Quinn Hughes. Over to Matt Dumba. There's Christian Dvorak, nice pass it. Fairly long, knocked off. Frank Vetrano. Jacob Truba. 9:30 to go, Aces lead 3-2. And Aces... both these teams look pretty good going into the regular season. Although, I don't believe they play a game to the weekend. I don't think either of these teams play a game till at least the weekend. Toronto gonna move in. They don't play each other. At least I don't think. I don't know for sure though. Exact schedule. I just know the first game is gonna be supposed to be. I think I'm gonna re-enter it in. Should be the same. Jump in the zone, goes in deep all the way down. Oliver Shillington is there for the Vancouver Vikings. Pass on the board, it's Bo Horvat. Over the blue line, and has some hits behind the play. Nice interception, Nikita Zadorov. Banks it off the boards, Martinuk is there. Big cross ice feed to Phillips. Got there, trickles in, score! And it's 4-2 Aces. Trickling past Jake Ottinger. Matthew Phillips. Martinuk on the assist there. See? Deflects off of the almost like his arm, like off of his armpit. And it bounces down into that, and it's 4-2 Alaska. Who couldn't take the draw on that third line for the Aces against Bo Horvat and the Vancouver Vikings. So, Echo off the draw. Oh, what a hit! Give us it on, able to find Luke Coonan. Also over the line, finding Phillips on the back end. Shot there on the side. Alexi Lafreniere. Throw the shot. Oh, and he scores. 1 goal again. A wrister right between the circles for Alexi Lafreniere from Kako and Goodbranson. It's a 1 goal game once again. So really, yeah, he just goes right down the middle between the circles and just wrist one. And he has some good aim, and it goes in. 6 minutes to go in the third period. Vikings still down by 1. Phillips for the Aces. Give it this back there, Lokunin. Back up high over the one crossing slap shot there, and the save scooped up. Down low, Alexei Lafreniere, over to Quinn Hughes. Over dock, top of the circle. Another shot, save, rebound. Kuhn's trying to shove it. Malkin's trying to shove it in. Quinn Hughes. Shot, they score! Quinn Hughes! And the game is tied! Is that a hat trick? I believe it. They're throwing that, so I think it's a hat trick for Quinn Hughes. Did he score 3? Did he? I know he scored 1 earlier. I don't remember him scoring 1. This would have been, I don't remember him scoring. Seeing I shot for Quinn Hughes. Check the stats. Yes, he has 3 goals. He has a hat trick. There's a goal I must have forgot. We're not attributing to him. On his own blue line, over Nikita Zadorov. He's going to backward tie once again at 4. Flap shot, the stick is broken, back of the near boards. Let's have it down low, Jordan Martinook. Back up high over to Carlson. Shot tip there. Quinn Hughes has it again. Here's over to Malcolm. Center, 3:55 to go in the third. Shot there and a score! Kirby Dock! He puts one through the wickets. And the Vikings have a lead. Is that their first lead of this game? I believe it is. I might be wrong though. My short-term memory is not very good. Unless there's like a specific number something, I'm probably not going to remember it. But either way, right through the wickets. I think that was 5-0-2, but it's hard to tell. Either way, the Vikings lead at 5-4. And the wrist shots are getting the Vikings goals. Last 2 goals for the Vancouver Vikings have come off wrist shots. Patrick Kane cutting in. Mills out, a shot called save, Jake Archer. Patrick Kane just tried the same thing, but to no avail. 3:18 to go in regulation. Aces down by 1. So, 44 shots on goal for the Vancouver Kings. So they're doing pretty good shots. They have 39 themselves. Over now to center for Michael Bunting. Both these teams look really good going into the regular season. Jacob Trouba has it there. Over to Dylan Larkin. There's Quentin Byfield. And the final 2:30 of this one. Equals game. Shot, rebound, score! And we're tied again at 5. Are you kidding me? Quentin Byfield. Back and forth and back and forth. How about that? Some really good their passing skills. Really working for them here. Game's tied at 5. Okay, so they're able to go on. Here's Alexei Lafreniere finding Quinn Hughes on the backhand there. Don't be on the way. So, it'll be nice sticking for Patrick Kane. Vikings to the power play. Right there. Right there's the high stick. Right there. Kane to the box. Why is he clapping? EA Sports is EA Sports. 2:05 to go in the third. Game tied at 5. Up the Kirby Dock back up on 20. That shot. Back on the mirror boards. There's Lokunin. 1:44 to go. Vikings on the power play. Take on the 7 holds on for the whistle. Mandy Shane facing Christian Dvorak, able to be one Oliver Shillington, finding Capo Caco. 1:30, we're tied at 5. Here's York for the Aces. 1:15 to go, kept him by the Vikings. Shot there on a save. Rebound, they score! Michael Bunting! And the Vikings have the lead again. It's 6-5. Back in fourth we go. The Vikings are back on top with less than a minute to go. Right through the 5-hole. Penalized, the goaltenders have not been very good in this game. Here in the second game of this doubleheader. So, it is what it is, folks. And the way this game is gone, so the last 10 minutes of this game is gone. No, certainly we have 63 seconds left. I think it's a tie. We will see. Here's going to Lafreniere. Nice. Get a poke, check it away. Lafreniere. I tell you, these two teams are even. So they're going to say Mrazek able to hold on for the whistle. 6 seconds remaining. Matthew Shane against Evgeny Malkin. Arthur RJ Truly down to 48 seconds. Vikings 45 seconds away, empty net. Here's Matthew Shane able to rip one save. Battery able to scoop it out, 40 seconds remaining. Pass over there to Chuba. Chuba for Toronto. Nice pass. Duchesne, but it's blocked. Down to 33. Pretty good game. Yeah. Pretty good preseason game. Empty net, and he scores. Oliver Shillington able to put one through the empty net. And that's going to do it for this game. The Vikings take a 2 away. With just a little over 30 seconds remaining. And that's from the neutral zone, too. So the Vikings have the lead. I hope you're going to hear that phone call. Ring doesn't ring again until this game's over. Here's Eric Renson over to Kirby Doc. Go over the line, down to 22 seconds. Shot there on the save. Down low in the corner, battling there. Kirby Doc. Shane in the back end there. Mrazek hold on for the whistle. 15.9 seconds remaining here in period 3. Matthew Shane and Bo Horvat down to 15 seconds. Vikings going to take this one 7-5 over the Alaska Aces. In this preseason matchup, a bit of a crazy preseason game. Bo Horvat. Obviously the games don't matter. Final seconds. Empty net. Well, that'll do it. Vancouver Vikings going to take this one 7-5 over the Alaska Aces. Bit of a wild preseason game. Yes, this was a preseason. Bit of back and forth at the end there, but the Vancouver Vikings win it 7-5 over the Alaska Aces. One more preseason game tomorrow. Regular season starts on Wednesday. If you stayed, I'm proud of you. Thank you. You just tuned in for the end. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll be back tomorrow for the final game. It'll be the San Diego Sharpshooters and the LA Monsters in San Diego. And your start time will be a 4 p.m. start. Hope you tune in and we'll see you there. Good afternoon, good night. Have a good day. See ya.